South Oval, it's the Eagles that lead by 11 points, and Damasi gets wrapped up in the tackle, so we'll have a secondary stoppage. So I guess the first, sounds obvious, but the first 10 minutes of this quarter is going to be pretty key at the moment. But in saying that, both sides have had really strong momentum patches. It's going to be cleared away by the Eagles towards deep forward, but the intercept comes to Hudson Young, who will kick it short and find Reardon. Still inside defensive 50 though are the Bears. Reardon chipping ball to Sacco will work. Sacco can go to Littlefield, and that's who he finds. Just chipping the ball away. Now they go corridor to Leslie, who's got long arms but couldn't reach that one, although Bland's handball intercepted by Timewell, and then overrunning it was Sacco, and Whittlesea can make him pay through Morley for his third. It's not going to get there. Just hits the left goalpost.
Hey, good option,
and the start of the third term. The first score goes to Whittlesea, who are 8-6-54, Lower Plenty of 6-6-42. A minute into the third term. It's going to be Turner. We'll go towards the hill direction. No, he's going to be more direct to that. He finds Sacco. Special comments provided by Mitchell Clamp on the boundary line. Sacco down the line. Will that be too high for Hill? It might be. At the back's Damasi. Got the handball away to Carter, who found some space. Now he goes towards half forward. There's a big pack. A lot of hands onto the footy and trying to snap it around his Langford. Didn't get much distance in the kick. It went pretty high towards the boundary line. Bounce might still favour Whittlesea here if they can pick it up cleanly. Bouncing ball, though, should be intercepted by Littlefield. It is. Got the handball away to Reardon, and then they'll clear it down the line. And a good kick. Mark taken by Robertson. Right in front of the Whittlesea bench. Robertson down the line. Here's where Leslie's going to fly. No, it was too high for him. At ground level, it's all Eagles, but the boundary line beats all comers. The boundary thrown on the outer side. It's 2 minutes into the third. The Eagles by 12.
So ball thrown back in. Hill wasn't able to take that hit out cleanly as our Leslie was, and his handball was intercepted immediately by the Lower Plenty defender. But Whittlesea are going to find their way forward anyways. Diamasi, nice handball forward up to El Leslie, and this handball chain, we haven't seen it all game from the Eagles, but it looking great as now going inside forward 50s. Diamasi finds Attar. Oh, actually, no, that is Clancy Bland, who's able to take the mark on the goal line, on the boundary line, in fact. He's already got one today, created another for Max Dyson, which was a pivotal point of that second quarter. Can he kick the first of the third? His left foot snap. Jeez, it won't even score. Oh, but Hobbs courageously running back with the flight, almost taking the mark. Langford kept it in play. Sinmani's done well to keep that in play. Goes back to Langford. Now a high ball to a goal square. Taking the mark brilliantly. Not paid by El Leslie. Tackled immediately with a ball up at the top of the goal square. And Whittlesea just asked the question, how is that not a mark? As doing well there was Bland. Hit out to Murley. Could that be his third? It won't make the distance. Tapped over and killed nicely by the Bears. It's a behind. As they move now to 8-7-55, the Eagles. Lower Plenty yet to score this quarter.
Jeez. What a couple of opportunities that was for Whittlesea. It was pinging around the flanks, and the Eagles, all they could muster in the end was a behind. But Lower Plenty, they're under a bit of pressure in this back half now. Can they get a transition game going? Turner goes short to Young. Handballs it back to Turner, and then two Eagles ran into each other as Turner gets it towards the middle of the ground, but Damasi on his own takes the mark, and the captain's starting to show his colours again. We'll go towards Hobbs, who flew, didn't take the mark though on this occasion. And Whittlesea will still keep moving this one forward. Clancy Bland, front and centre, unable to take the mark. The Bears bring it to ground, but do they have the numbers to get it out of trouble? It doesn't look like they do. There's spills again for Whittlesea. This time a high shot coming from Powell. And it's another behind for Whittlesea. They move to 8-8-56. Lower Plenty of 6-6-42. We're 4.5 into the third term. It's a lead of 14 to the visitors, and they're peppering the goals at the moment. Whittlesea unable to find the answers they're looking for. Turner struggles with where to go. Hill's going to be the target. He takes a strong mark. Where does he go next? He's going to make Porter go for this one against Damasi. They both brought it to ground. Porter tried to get the handball away, had nowhere to go. Damasi now at the bottom of the pack. He's trying to just crawl his way out of trouble. Did well to get that away. And now he's Ty Bland on cue. was gets it towards half forward. Who does the bounce favourite? Went over Seth Hill. Morley tried to get on top of it. Sacco got there first. Tried to keep it moving. Hobbs got laid with a big tackle. Went it back to Damasi. Now Sacco with the intercept again. His handball to Porter was too strong. Sacco kept running to keep that ball in play. Takes the bounce. Then lost the footy and might just be happy to see that ball out of bounds. For a boundary throw in.
He done so well, but just couldn't hold the footy as Ty Bland was coming in to put a lot of pressure there. That's one thing that's lifted, especially since we mentioned it the first time in that second quarter, that Eagles pressure as Hill. His hit out doesn't go too far, right at his toes, in fact, and we'll get another ball, get a ball up this time. Tackled immediately on that occasion was Thomas Falls, the 28-year-old. So Hill and Whittlesea again. Hill, as he has for most of the day, wins it. Ball goes past everyone as Falls is now able to collect it. Wheels around on his right towards Ty Bland, who couldn't take the mark as it goes out of bounds. Well spoiled by Kieran Porter. And we'll get a boundary throw in just outside Whittlesea's forward 50. They've probably left 3 goals off the board so far to start off this second quarter. They'll be desperate to get the first one as Whittlesea wins the hit out this time. And it finds its way out to Falls again, whose kick inside forward 50 might work for Bland. Clancy Bland, handball nicely to Morley, in fact, and that's his third. 2 games, 3 goals for Jack Morley. The 18-year-old, he's been lively up forward. And once again, Clancy Bland getting involved in the score inside forward 50 for Whittlesea. And now the Eagles find themselves in front by 20 points.
It's a huge goal there for Jack Morley. He said 3 goals, 2 games. You could argue 3 goals, 1 game. They've all come in this match. And he's starting to be a bit of a threat inside forward 50 now for this Eagles side. The 18-year-old making a mark at the moment. And it's pushed the lead out to 20. Can the Bears respond? Because the Eagles have kicked, I believe, now 5 consecutive goals. And they're going to have the ball again in the centre. Hobbs forced to go back on his line. Just spears a ball. Who can get on top of it? Good punch away by the Bears towards the boundary line. Timewell's going to be under big pressure here. What does he decide to do? Just going to hold the tackle until we get towards... Might not have even made it past the line. It's going to be just a ball up. Right next to the boundary. No ruck getting any look at it at all. Damasi tries to break through a tackle. Spilled away for the Bears. Spinning around and clearing it though is Collins. One-on-one here. Good job by Tennant to punch that ball out of bounds away from Leslie's hands. And we'll be having a throw-in between wing and half forward for the Eagles. Ball gets tossed up. Went over both ruck. Clancy Bland got the hand away to Lucas Hobbs, who goes inside 50. Prestopino didn't quite get to a spot he liked. Now he's Ty Bland, who's trying to part the seas. Couldn't do so. Still a chance here for Whittlesea. Now shot on goal here for Dyson. It's going to go across the face. And it will go through for a minor score. 21 points is now the lead for the visitors. They're 9-9-63. Lower Plenty is 6-6-42. 8.5 into the third term with Turner again with the kicking duties for the Bears.
They're all over them at the moment, the Eagles. Lower Plenty looking for answers as Turner goes wide to Suro, whose kick up the line. It was a nice one for Porter. He couldn't take the mark. Prestopino did well to bring it to ground, and Whittlesea will go inside forward 50 again, putting the Bears under enormous pressure. That kicks to the top of the goal square. No mark taken. Turner there at ground level brilliantly with the composure to time well. His handball fires out towards Coots, who then goes inboard to Clamp. And now Lower Plenty. This is the best they've looked coming out of back 50. Barton couldn't take the one-hander. Doing well there was Tennant. Diamasi, the captain, just showing his class as he goes deep inside forward 50, looking for Clancy Bland. There'll be a free kick to Lower Plenty's advantage. Doing well to hold his ground again was Turner. And he's probably saved him another goal.
Yeah, but despite that, the signs looking ominous at the moment for Lower Plenty. That if they don't get themselves back on the scoreboard soon, they're going to find themselves further behind. 21 points is the margin at the moment. Turner goes short to Wallace of the Tyler variety. Corridor is where he goes. Very dangerous for Bell. Didn't get there. Taplin tries to get the hand through. Whittlesea want to keep going. They want to put the pressure on. Hobbs with the left. Chipping towards goal and missing to the left. They are threatening big time here. Whittlesea 9-10-64. The Bears are 6-6-42. That's now the 5th behind at a quarter for Whittlesea. And they really could have put this game to bed, but They're giving the Bears a chance. This time he goes longer, does Turner, and a good kick to time well. Next kick is important here for the Bears. Can go to Wallace short. Doesn't have options. Down the line is his target. And a great mark taken in the hole by Adder. His kick, though, was smothered by Wallace. So is this a chance here for Lowell Plenty to move it forward? They get it to Collins. Now to Porter. Porter tries to get it towards his teammate in Hoyne, but he was not the man in front on that occasion. Murphy intercepts. And the Eagles in the defensive pocket. Kicks a good one to Clancy Bland. The Blands have both been anything but today. Down the line. Good kick. And now a chance here for Whittlesea to keep moving forward. This is Curtis Taplin, and his kick is going to let him down. Out of bounds on the full. But Lowell Plenty, is it possession, Zach? Is it taking the game on? What do they have to do to get themselves back in the hunt?
Well, they've tried to take the game on. They almost turned it over in the middle of the ground in probably the most dangerous position, at middle, centre-half back position. It just doesn't... It seems as though that they just got to make sure that their pressure is right up to a level that it was in that second quarter, when every time it came to ground, Whittlesea didn't know what to do with it, as that kick from Hudson Young is going to be marked brilliantly by DeMarcy, who's been fantastic this quarter, the captain. Absolutely, he has lifted as his left foot kick goes inside forward 50 towards Dyson and Bland, who are both there. No one can take the mark. Hat kick out of the back 50 for Lowell Plenty will work, as Wallace now handballs it back to Sacco, and under enormous pressure he's able to fist it forward and put Lowell Plenty on the track towards forward 50, but Clancy Bland is doing it both forward and back at the moment. Now he's going to go on the ruck, forces the ball up, as winning it on that occasion was actually Coots, and it looks like it'll be wrapped up for another ball up in the centre of the ground.
12 minutes in, the Bears have been unable to fire at the moment. Similar to Whittlesea's start to the second quarter, they were 12 minutes into the third, yet to get a score since half-time. Hobbs wrapped up. And they've just got to find a way to, A, get it inside their forward half, and B, at least maintain it there for the time being. Win some momentum and ascendancy back. Time well on all fours. Tried to get a handball away. Whittlesea will cause another stoppage. So 9-10 plays 6-6 here at Montmorency Park, South Oval. The Pat Cronin Foundation round. It's the feature game between the Bears and the Eagles. Sacco at the back of the pack, got it over to Turner, who just slams it to a boot. One-on-one for Wallace. Good punch coming there from Stephen Dempsey. Got it to the ground level, falls, evaded the tackle well. And then there was a kick in the middle through Adder. That's just going to work. No, great tackle coming through by Jared Coots. No, it's going to be a ball up rather than a holding the ball decision. Coots will try again. Was knocked out of it in that ruck contest to win a free kick. This is a chance again for Lowell Plenty. Although the Eagles are flooding back quickly towards their defensive half. And it's going to force Barton to have to beat a couple here. 3 Eagles flew. None of them got good a fist onto the ball, but they've got the numbers to get it out of trouble. And through the corridor they go. Murphy wins the 1-2 off Bland. Murphy in the middle of the ground. Might have to take a bounce soon. Just got the kick away towards half forward. Almost a good mark taken by Morley. Lowell Plenty, though, nowhere near easily out of trouble. Firstopino keeps that in play. Got the handball away. So still a chance here for the Eagles. And Lowell Plenty do well to force that ball out of bounds for a boundary throw-in, but they're under enormous pressure.
That speed just looks so dangerous through Murphy and Ty Bland teaming up there. Murphy going back down to half-back as he spent all the second quarter up forward for the Eagles. As Falls, who's had a great quarter himself, gets it out towards Carter, who's tackled immediately, and it spills out, but illegally. And an advantage played here for Sacco and Lowell Plenty as he goes towards inside forward 50. Hoyne couldn't take the mark, kept it in front of him, which was crucial because he's brought in his teammate involved to be able to create a stoppage. It was Sam Robertson, in fact, there who wasn't able to get it clearly and will be a ball up just outside their forward 50. As Coots crashes in again on El Lessie, who actually felt that pain there. But it's going to work out for Whittlesea in the end. Falls. That name again has just been influential for the Eagles. His kick inside forward 50 was just too hot to handle for Dyson. As the Bears now looking to move it towards their forward goals, and they are able to do so, but quite ugly as no one's able to get a clear hands to it. Dyson's in there now. He's able to get it towards Morley, who looked like he was in there, and he wasn't able to get it cleanly. And finally, we get a ball up. It's just got a bit more physical now, this contest.
It just might be a point where no matter how dirty it is, they've just got to win meterage here, Lower Plenty, because they're struggling to maintain this ball inside their forward half. Coots gets the tap. Whittlesea through Adder trying to get the clearance. They keep pushing this forward, though. Do Lower Plenty, however. Damasi wins the ball back, gives the fend off, takes the bounce. He's running the wrong way, though. Has to handball it away in a big torp towards half forward. Creates a one-on-one that goes over the head of both. Porter has to impact this footy. Does so. And then he gave it a don't argue, but he fell as well. Leslie back to Porter, who just got onto his feet again. Turner, the calming defender, just goes down the line with a beautiful kick. Hoyne spins around quickly on his right. This is a one-on-one that Barden will favour. Does it work for him? He got a hand on it. Has still can favour. Just couldn't get boot to ball. He'll try again, Barden, for his fourth. He misses to the right. That was an important chance again for the Bears. And Barden, great second efforts. But it is a behind. 6-7-43 now, Lower Plenty. Whittlesea 9-10-64. 16 minutes now into the third quarter. Murphy. Spearing ball through the corridors, a beauty to Bland. Tyke Bland. Almost true centre half back. Go towards the outer side. Off hands. Front and centre though with the Bears, and copping a high one is Leslie. Kick not great. Clamp, centre half back, finds Sacco, still defensive half of the centre square, got the handball away, and now they move towards half forward, almost a chance there for Robertson. Eagles get numbers, Damasi, handball intercepted Collins, great handball over to Turner, sold the candy, did so again, got the handball through to Wallace, and Tyler Wallace misses to the right. And another golden chance for Lower Plenty, but to no avail. 6-8-44 the Bears. The Eagles are 9-10-64. And we're 17 minutes in.
So Murphy, another great kick out to an uncontested, all by himself, Mitch Taplin at half back, who then goes long towards half forward, clamps in the front position. He can't take the mark, but Sacco's there, crumbing it nicely until he turns it over through Tennant, and Hobbs there, couldn't take the mark, wasn't paid. Leslie crashes in to win the hard ball, and that'll be a ball up in Whittlesea's forward 50. It just seems as though even if it's dirty for Whittlesea this quarter, they've still been able to find a way to get it into dangerous positions and put Lower Plenty under a lot of pressure. Porter winning the ruck tap that time, forcing a quick snap for Whittlesea, going inside forward 50. Doing well there was Dyson to get a handball out and then find a teammate. And, unbelievable effort to get a goal out of nothing from that goal square. It looked like Lower Plenty had cleaned it up. But the Eagles, as they've done all quarter, were able to fight their way through for a goal, and it's Powell, for his second of the day, gives the Eagles a 26-point lead, the biggest of the afternoon. 10-10-70, Whittlesea 6-8-44, Lower Plenty.
That's only the second goal of this quarter, but both of them have gone to Whittlesea now, and it seems like haven't got as much reward for their effort at the moment. But 10-10-70 suggests to me that they're two-thirds of the way to their average of 30 scoring shots a game. And right now, Lower Plenty is struggling to contain it at the moment. Damasi lost the footy, but Bland kept it going. They're going to win another clearance here. Whittlesea, it's going to be balled up. That's another problem Lower are having. They were winning plenty of clearances in that second term. It's now all Whittlesea. It's Bland. It's Damasi. They're all going to work at the moment. It's Falls as well. Ball gets tossed up. Turner doing his absolute best. He's had a great third term. Got the hands clear, and then they go towards centre half forward. Great punch from Murphy. Wise tried to kick it off the ground, didn't get any connection onto it. Wallace tried to get there first as well. Good bump off it by Dempsey. Ball hits the deck, and a lot of numbers will calls for a ball up. So the right end of the ground if you're a Lower Plenty fan, but trailing by 26 points, they cannot afford the next score to go their opponent's way. Wise, not Wise, Hill missed the tap. But there'll be secondary stoppage. We're inside 50 for the hosts. They're 2-2. And they're looking to get their first win against Whittlesea in quite some time. Bouncing ball out of defensive 50 for the Eagles. Do they have the numbers to get things going? Damasi on all fours, got the handball away. Read best by El Lacey, and then got it over to Mitch Andrews, and his kick was smothered. Bouncing ball. Andrews won his own footy back, and now he can go. Got the handball clear. Taplin, was it just too hot for him? He couldn't control it. Going in hard. There was Toby Johnston. Whittlesea still with numbers, but Lower Plenty do really well to cause a stoppage there. But they need to start winning clearances. You can see Turner at the back of the pack on his own. He's trying to do his best. The tap this time coming from Hill. There is Turner there on cue, but he misread the footy. And now inside 50 go the Eagles. Bouncing ball. Might work out. Almost did for Powell, who would have been with an open goal square to kick his third, but it's going to be a boundary throw in. So we tick to time on in the third quarter. The Eagles by 26.
Looking super dangerous has Powell this whole quarter. And that goal was a brilliant individual effort as the ball's thrown back in. Lowell Plenty are able to find its way up to half back, and Sacco, who's been great this quarter, gets the clearing kick, and uncontestedly Hoyne flies and takes the mark in the middle of the ground. He goes quickly inside forward 50 towards Coots, who couldn't take the mark. Ball falls to the front of the pack where Whittlesea had the numbers. Now Wallace doing well, dancing his way. His handball intercepted though. And here go the Eagles off half back. That kick was turned over, so they'll be all right, the Bears. Littlefield, it's a dangerous kick inside the middle, but it's going to work out for Raphael, who gets quickly back off his mark, but Eagles have flooded that back line again, and he is able to find a wide-open Toby Johnson until that ball trickles out of bounds. We'll get a throw in inside Lowell Plenty's forward 50, but just a wasted opportunity, it looked like again.
Boundary throw in at the front of the pack, Oliazi. Intercepted by Sacco, who was then quickly wrapped up in a tackle. We're going to have a ball up. That kick had to be pinpoint perfect, you felt like, for Johnston, because Eagles have plenty of numbers back at the moment to ensure that they've got numbers to the footy. And Lower Plenty are feeling pretty suffocated at the moment inside their own forward half. A tap from Hill. Hobbs came in hard, and I think he may have given away a free kick here. He has.
For kicking in danger, I think it is.
So Leslie is going to have another opportunity on goal, and you feel like for Lower Plenty this has to go in if they are a chance of mounting a comeback. 26
100%.
points is the margin at the moment. And Joel Leslie, who's already kicked 7 goals for his career in his 53 games. 3 of them have come this year. And he's certainly threatened to kick more. But he's going to have another chance here. Starts his approach. Slight angle for Joel Leslie. Short run up for him. Will kick from just inside 50. He's hooked that to the left. It's another behind. I believe that might be his third. 6-9-45 Lower Plenty. Whittlesea 10-10-70. The margin has been reduced, but only to 25 points. With only 2 goals happening in this term, you feel like a short quarter's coming. Murphy looks for Damasi. He's just been getting in those spots every time, Damasi. He knows the flight of the ball so well, and that kick is a great reward because it's found Ty Bland, who's right in front of the Whittlesea bench at the moment. Bland will just chip this one, and getting in front is Hudson Young. That's a really good mark. No, wasn't able to complete it. Now a chance here for Whittlesea across the face. A goal, almost a mark taken by the Eagles. They still keep it alive. Morley from the boundary and Taplin. Well, I'll tell you what, I reckon he has prevented Morley from kicking in an outrageous 4th goal because he was tight on the boundary there, Morley. Just got boot to ball, was bouncing through. Taplin tried to get a hand onto it. He did, but it prevented him, so he's tied from getting a goal. Although they might win the ball back here from the kick out because it's Clancy Bland. Got the handball away to Carter. Can he strike the tackle? He can't. And the ball's going to be called for a boundary throwing.
Oh, I think he owes Jack Morley a couple of dollars for that one. Could have been his 4th as thrown back in. Hill's able to beat Clancy Bland on this occasion. Sacco pulls his kick for Wise, but still goes too far for him as Andrews cleans it up. Nice tackle from Wise to be able to stop that and get a ball up on centre wing just outside the boundary line. So any boundary throw-in is in a lot of danger here. Doing well with the little spin there was timed well, but his kick was under enormous pressure and has gone out of bounds.
I want to talk about pressure, Zach. That was very, very close.
Yes, on the full, but it was touched as he kicked it, so the umpire will throw it back in right in front of our commentary position. So Hill and Bland, neither of them will get it, except Bland will. It streams through the middle of the ground, goes wide toward Prestipino, who takes a good mark. Now looks to go inside forward 50 quickly. Still has no options as the Bears are able to get back nicely. Now goes towards the pocket, towards Dyson. 1 grab, 2 grab. Takes the mark deep inside Whittlesea's forward pocket. And Dyson will be looking for his third and his fifth scoring shot of the game. Just quietly has been hitting the scoreboard nicely for the Eagles. And this could put them out as far as 32 points. Max Dyson, comes in slowly. Will go the drop punt from the pocket. And that kick is just off to the minor side for a behind as they move out to 10-12-72. Whittlesea playing 6-9-45 Lower Plenty.
For all of Whittlesea's dominance, they have only managed 2 goals and 7 behinds in this third term. Are they giving Lower Plenty a sniff? Coots, centre-half back. Kick in the middle was a dangerous one. Still might work out if they're clean enough. Felix Bell wasn't. Picked up by Tennant. Handball will work out, and the Eagles win it back. Langford, Murphy, down the line. Good mark taken by Max Dyson. The last player to have a shot on goal. Will go inside. Coots misread it. Out the back, still dangerous. Timewell, can he get there? Almost won it back, and he just lays a tackle instead. But again, inside 50 for Whittlesea. They're threatening big time. Ball's going to be tossed up. He'll try to get things working. Morley got the handball away. Dyson! Yes! The third goal of the quarter for Whittlesea. The third goal for Max Dyson. And that lead just extends further and further for the visitors. They're 11-12-78. Lower Plenty of 6-9-45. And, well, they say it's the premiership quarter. They've been able to break this game open successfully. They've kept Lower Plenty to just 3 scoring shots. They've kicked 3 goals, 7 for the term, and now they've put themselves in a great position heading into the last term.
They sure have. 7 more scoring shots this quarter. Really tells the story. And it probably could have been uglier if Whittlesea were able to kick straight. Clancy Bland copped a knee to the guts there and is still on his haunches in the middle of the ground as Andrew will find it off half back. It's a nice kick. Ooh, almost intercepted by Dyson on his teammate Morley, who's been brilliant today in just his second senior game. His wobbling kick to the centre half forward is going to work for Langford. He'll stream in and kick his first of the afternoon.
Yep.
Whittlesea have their fourth of the quarter. They go bang, bang late here in this premiership quarter, as you said, Nick, and have moved the margin out even further. Now out to as much as 39 points. 12-12-84 Whittlesea plays Lower Plenty 6-9-45.
Well, it's been the midfield dominance from the Eagles in this third term that has got them to this position. Even on that occasion there, while Lower Plenty won the clearance nowhere near deep enough, and Andrews was just able to rebound with ease, allowed the Eagles to get things moving, and Lower Plenty can't keep up at the moment, and they've really got to try and avoid any more scores against them heading into three-quarter time to still give themselves a chance at this game. It might not be again because Hobbs in the middle of the ground got the handball away, overrunning it was Langford, but they've got numbers everywhere at the moment. Falls inside, and Prestopino with a mark. He's yet to get on the score sheet, but he's been involved in this third term, and this margin is threatening to really balloon. His kick will be on the three-quarter time siren. And this to double the scores heading into the final change. 20 goals last year for Prestopino. Comes in, and that one's across the face. Will it register a score? It will not. And there is your three-quarter time introduction. And it's all Whittlesea in that third term. 4 goals, 7 they kicked in the end. And they lead by 39 points at three-quarter time, 12-12-84. To Lower Plenty, 6-9-45. 3 goals.